This is a fan created by an Arduino kit that uses a joystick to control it. It uses servo motors, fan blade and motor, female-to-male wires in addition to male-to-male wires, a joystick module, a breadboard, a USB cable, and an R3 controller board. To assign the joystick module to the correct parts, connect the VCC pin of the joystick module to the breadboard, which would be in line with a wire coming from the 5 volts pin. Connect the GND pin of the joystick module to any GND pin on the Arduino. Connect analog outputs X and Y axes. Connect the VRX pin of the joystick module to A0. Connect the VRY pin of the joystick module to A1. Connect the SW pin of the joystick module to pin 2 in the digital input. To connect the servo motor, connect the servo motor to pin 9 on the Arduino board. Connect the servo motor's power to the breadboard that is in line with the Arduino's 5 volts pin. Connect the servo motor's ground to the GND pin on the Arduino. To connect the fan, connect the power supply red to the GND. Connect the black wire to the digital pin. Then to explain the code, this Arduino code reads analog values from 2 different analog pins, A0 and A1, and performs 2 different actions based on these values. Servo library inclusion. The code imports the servo library, facilitating servo motor control. Global variable declaration declares a servo object named myServo for use throughout the program. Setup function initializes serial communication, configures pin 3 as an output, and attaches the servo motor to pin 9. Loop function continuously reads analog values from pins A0 and A1, adjusts output signals accordingly, and prints the values to the serial monitor for monitoring. Reading sensor values reads analog values from pins A0 and A1, representing sensor inputs. Serial output prints the sensor values to the serial monitor for debugging or observation. PWM output sends a PWM signal to pin 3 based on the analog value from pin A0, potentially controlling a component like a motor or LED. Mapping servo input maps the analog value from pin A1 to a suitable range for controlling a servo motor's position. Servo control sets the angle of the servo motor based on the mapped value from pin A1, potentially adjusting its position.